What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the September 2022 Tulsa International Airport update for you guys. I thoroughly hope you guys are excited for today's videos. Today we have a very exciting Tulsa update, many movements to go over, so many aircraft changes. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my 300th airport update on my channel. What a way to celebrate this incredible milestone. We'll do some more talking on that throughout the update, but just unbelievable to think that. And man, we have such an awesome update in store to just recognize that incredible milestone. And man, don't even know where to begin, but this is going to be a super fun update. I thoroughly hope you guys are excited for it, and let's get into it, everybody. So as you guys can see, the lighting is migrating over, so we'll actually start over here for different today to kind of work with the lighting and work over with it so we have good lighting on this aircraft. And let's change it up a little bit because this is the 300th update overall on my channel, and I'm excited to talk about that more in depth today. But let's get started over here at Hangar 5 for American Airlines. Such an awesome facility. This will be in the upcoming maintenance video that you guys will see for American Airlines, the tour that I got to go on about a month ago. And man, that is such a good video, so I'd highly recommend staying on the lookout for it. But then let's just get it kicked off right here at Hangar 5. So currently in here, you're going to find American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This guy's currently getting some routine maintenance going. This guy's about to come out of the hangar. I would have had the scaffolding on him, so that is why he's currently over here getting all ready to go and everything. So this guy just got a C check done, and he's going to be taken back to this guy's. This guy's heading out with non-stop service out to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Texas, of course. Very nice. Currently hanging out over here, we have the American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This guy came in on a maintenance flight a couple weeks ago. This guy came in from Greensboro, North Carolina. This guy's going to be having a service once he is ready to go back out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. So pretty awesome stuff there for the maintenance flights, and you gotta love it here at Tulsa. And if you're unfamiliar with this operation, I'll talk about it a little bit more towards the end of the video because it honestly is quite fascinating. Currently taxiing over, this guy's, or getting pulled over, I should say, to one of the wide-body hangars. We have the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. I think it's like hangar 4 and 5, or 5 and, it's like 3 and 4. I don't know what the particular numbers are, and you couldn't find anything on Google, so I really don't know, so I apologize about that. There's some sort of hangars on the other side, and you guys will see it in the tour video. But nevertheless, this guy's getting towed over there. He's going to get some heavy maintenance done. He'll be in there for probably about a month or so, so he'll be getting some maintenance going in there. And you guys will see in that video why it takes so long. I didn't know why for the longest time, but it definitely makes sense now. So looking really good. Ignore the mess in the background as well. I know it's pretty dirty over there, but it happens. I think everybody's probably guilty of that at some point. Currently taxiing out for departure on 18 left, we had the Toledo Chargers Boeing 727-200 with the nonstop service out to Cincinnati International. It's really cool to get to see this in JJ Skippy's recent random model airport video, so I definitely thought I would return the favor. 727s and 737-400s have been predominant through the month of September, so you love to see it here for Toledo, and I think they've done a really good job. So, like I said, taxiing out nonstop service today over to Cincinnati, Ohio, of course, as per usual. Currently taxiing over to their cargo apron is the FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's coming in from Memphis, Tennessee, of course, just landed 18 left, and this guy's going to taxi all the way down there. Definitely hope to represent that ramp soon. I do want to talk about this apron, the paper one particularly, because it's probably time for an upgrade because papers are starting to crumble left and right, and I think I can do better. So we'll talk about that a little bit more towards the end of the video and kind of my long-term plans with this diorama. But nevertheless, coming in from Memphis, Tennessee today. Very nice. Currently rotating right here, really cool perspective. On 18 left, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 with the nonstop service today out to St. Louis, Missouri. After this guy came in earlier today from Chicago Midway, both very applicable routes as we've talked about. Southwest Airlines to a 40-year best and a whole Tulsa career best, 8 destinations, which is super exciting for Southwest. They've done a really good job, and I'm very excited to see where they'll go from here. But like I said, taking off nonstop service today out to Chicago Midway, coming in from St. Louis, of course. Now, the only downside to this board is that the lighting is kind of weird because I got it so isolated. This is the new workbench I ended up coming up with for my the models that are broken. I had to kind of use it since everything else over there is a mess and I don't have time to mess with it. So while it's not the best, it will most certainly do for today's update, and I'm very pleased with the results. So looking good right there. Let's zoom in over there and take a look at some of those cargo airplanes. So in the foreground, you have the UPS Boeing 757-200 freighter. This guy made a nonstop service today in from Little Rock and continuing out to Dallas, Fort Worth here in a couple hours. And then in the middle, you got the UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's turning around out to Louisville on that cargo service, which has been pretty applicable. They've got some A300s going there too, so it's been pretty nice to see. And then the FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 freighter is also loading up on its cargo service. This guy came in from Fort Alliance Airport and is doing the turnaround service. Still some Indianapolis services for FedEx as well, but for the most part, you're going to find predominantly that Fort Alliance service. So it's been really cool to see the cargo operations going really strong. Toledo's been strong, and there's been a couple of other 737s hit or miss on the cargo services too. So you love to see it right there. And of course, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name. ABC Air also has their Beechcraft 1900. I'm looking to do a custom of that soon, but that goes to Wichita pretty regularly too. So definitely excited to get that in here as well. That'll be pretty awesome. Also, sorry about the paper ripping over there. It got caught up under the board, and yeah, it's one reason why I'm really ready to redo it when I get a chance. So looking good. Into the passenger operations, we have a pretty applicable section of Delta Airlines airplanes. We'll begin up there on the top with their Boeing 717-200. This guy's currently pushed back from Alpha 4, the nonstop service out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport or Citrus Aviation's airport. Feel free to drop those local fan pictures and subscriber routes with the link in the description. I did update those recently, so that is now up to date. But this is a 4 times a day service on 717. Been very consistent. I don't think they've put anything else on it since like February or March. It's just been a really consistent 4 daily 717, so I've been pleased with that. Now I'm excited to see where it progresses. Another very consistent service that I think has been this way since about May is the Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-175. This 170 is filling in for it for SkyWest Airlines, of course, with the nonstop service today out to Salt Lake City, Utah, which has also been very applicable, 2 daily service. And Gemini Jets would really appreciate an enhanced winglet release because that would be very applicable for many collections. So Gemini, please get it out of the warehouse and get it released because I would like to see it. So yeah, Delta's been doing really well here. I'll talk more about Tulsa's. They literally just made a tweet upon filming this video that they are having record-breaking numbers, so the TSA lines have been super long, and some people have been close to missing flights. So never good, but you know, you can't really do too much if you don't know how busy the airport is. So it's kind of one of those things. Alpha 8 remains vacant as per usual. And then currently loading up right here at gate Alpha 10 as the baggage carts and everything come in is the American Airlines Boeing 737-800 with the logo on the winglet. This guy came in on the evening service about this time of day, lighting in from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. This guy's deplaning as we speak, and this guy's going to be heading back out to Dallas Fort Worth International in the morning. So both services are going really well. Currently a number at ERJ-175 for Republics took over the earlier day service from Charlotte. I don't know why for that route, particularly the Charlotte out of Tulsa, they, for whatever reason, they'll do PSA 900 for like 6 months, and then during the pandemic they've shifted it to the first month is a Republic 175, then the next month, which what you'll guys will see in the next update, will be an American 737 on both services, or it's 319, it's one of the mainline planes, and then it goes back to the PSA 900. I don't know what the incentive is about this. I'm trying to get some more details on that, but that's kind of interesting to see what American has done on that thus far. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. But yeah, it is a Republic 175 on that earlier flight in the day, so didn't want to let you guys know about that. But outside that, the route has been consistent and doing well, so hopefully 3 times a day soon. Oklahoma City's been seeing that for quite some time, so I think Tulsa's ready for it. So once again, non-stop service today out to Charlotte. Alpha 11 remains vacant, even though they have used it in peak times. And at Alpha 9, sorry, that's a little backlit, but we have the American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This guy's also in the normal livery with no logo on the winglet. This guy's currently loading up for the nonstop service on the reciprocal. Came in from Dallas Fort Worth. He's heading out to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Dallas has been doing really well for American. I think they have 6 or 7 daily 737s and a few RJs on it. I think a Mason 900 and maybe one 175 or something like that. So they've done a really good job on that service, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. American's doing really well, and of course, upon the new service to New York LaGuardia, November 3, 2022. Very excited for it. It will be awesome. Alrighty, a really nice lineup here to finish out Concourse A. We'll begin on the bottom left of your screen, currently getting ready to push back from Alpha 5. Just how about this frame, though? 2 Embraer ERJ-170s. Never expected to see this, although this bottom screen one is going to be filling in for an Embraer ERJ-175 with the slanted winglets. Is that American Eagle operated by Republic Airways? This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Miami International Airport. This guy's going to have the continuing service today out to Washington Reagan National Airport. Both services have been the Republic 175. It's been really cool to get to see that, especially for Reagan. I think that's a really applicable aircraft. They've really been filling that up well, so that's definitely gotten to the Google flight system or whatever drives all the passengers on those services, and they've done really well. So expecting LaGuardia to do the same. The initial bookings are actually looking pretty fair considering how far out we are, so expect a more detailed assessment of that in the November update particularly, but been pleased to see that, and it'll be here before we know it. So I'm excited for that service. That'll be the 9th destination for American Airlines, record best, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So really good service right there, and a really cool frame, although they have used a couple of 170s to Reagan, I believe, so that's pretty nice. On the contrary, you got the American Eagle Retro Embraer ERJ-170 on the behalf of Envoy Air coming in from Chicago O'Hare International, and this guy's continuing out to Austin Bergstrom International Airport. This service has been really good. This aircraft came in quite a few times, actually. A couple of the spotters over at Tulsa have got some chances to see it from what I've seen, so that's been really cool to see on the evening service from Chicago. Very hopeful to get to see this aircraft at some point. It was scheduled when I was over there last month. Unfortunately, got subbed out. I do have plans to go back spotting if everything works out according to plan very soon, so hopefully maybe I'll get lucky and get to see it. I don't know, but it's still been really cool to get to see this aircraft filing in regularly, and I thought it would be an applicable time to get it in here. And Austin's also been doing well as far as I'm aware. The bookings have been slightly down, but nothing of major concern. It's just mainly been due to the seasonal change. So, but all the other routes I think are doing really well, especially Chicago. We may be able to get another frequency back on that soon. So, I've been pleased with the effort. But the Envoy 170 Retro, coming in from Chicago, continuing over to Austin, even though that is still 175 for Envoy, but you know, changing it up a little bit, being efficient, because we're about out of gate space, and I'll talk about that more towards the end, but hey, it's all good. Alpha 3 houses the Allegiant Air Airbus A319. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today in from Orlando, Sanford. This guy's going to have a continuing service today. Back out there to turn it around. I will do the normal turnarounds just to make it as realistic as possible, but keep in mind that we do have the non-stop services right now currently to Orlando, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and Destin is through the end of October, which is a pretty good extension. That service was only through the end of like August previously, so they've extended that, and the bookings have been really good on that service from what I've heard. Had some relatives utilize it multiple times this summer, so that was awesome to see. But to go along with that, what I was going to mention was we also are going to be getting Sarasota and Phoenix Mesa back in November, I believe, is when those are coming back. They were moved through the summer due to, I think it was more of a pilot shortage issue rather than demand, but they got to do better on the bookings or they're definitely going to be gone indefinitely. Because the data is out for those routes and they did horribly. So I think it was more of a not lack of promotion rather than anything, but I hope Allegiant can pull it together. But their other services definitely are the backbone. Their Tulsa operation, the 4 I was previously referencing, therefore it's in a pretty good place. So glad to see it right there for Allegiant, and they've been doing pretty well. So very nice. Intermission as we go from A to B. Currently taxing into the apron, we have the American Eagle number Irradiatus 175 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's coming in from Los Angeles International, continuing over to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Both those services have been doing very well. Once again on the 175 this month, which is pretty applicable. So I really like that aircraft. I'm glad that they've been doing really good on it. So really pleased with that effort, and I'm excited to see where it goes here for American Eagle. So I think that's going to be a really good service. And who knows? They've both been doing really well. So I could see a double daily, especially for LAX making it back. If you guys don't know, last year about this time we had a double daily. I think they could bring that back. Phoenix, probably not quite, especially because Southwest could fire back at any time and add more frequency. So Allegiant probably won't, but Southwest might. So Southwest's been pretty consistent on that. We'll talk about that more in a moment. So looking really good though. Again, SkyWest operated 175. So sorry that we're barely missing out on the light here, guys, but this is kind of how it goes at this point. So I'm trying to work on those situations over there with the Retro Dallas Airport. That's kind of took over, but we'll work on that soon. So thanks for standing by on that, guys. But let's zoom into gate Bravo 6, formerly gate 56, is the United Express Bombardier CRJ-200 operated on behalf of SkyWest Airlines. Just like Delta services, United's been pretty consistent with what they've been doing. This guy's coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and there's not been too much change to this service. This has been 2 daily CR2s. I think there might have been a third at some point, but I think it's just 2. Although I do think the 175 is blocked back in for the fall, so that's exciting because I really want some variety here. And I think even the 550 comes back at some point if they keep that. So I would love to see the 550 back because I haven't got to use it in a very long time. So 550, please return. But for the moment, the dumpster service out to O'Hare because that's kind of the typical name for that airplane. Bravo 8 houses the United Airlines Airbus A319 in the Evo blue paint scheme. This guy's heading out to Houston Intercontinental International Airport. The service has changed over to the 319 and 320 a little bit, which is okay because I think they had the 739 all the way valid of May, so they really rode that home. But I'm sure it'll come back. But as far as I'm aware, in the schedule, we're all mainline, so I can't complain. It may end up being inconsistent, unlike the summer services for United's mainline, but can't complain with it. I think they did really well in that 739, so we'll see when that returns, but that was very applicable. Speaking of which, here is one right here. Bravo 10 is the Continental Globe aircraft. This guy's currently put you back with the nonstop service today out to Denver, which has been very applicable. I've really enjoyed seeing what United has been doing here at Tulsa with that Denver service. It is still on the 737-900, and rightfully so. It has been very consistent on the passenger bookings. United's services on the RJs for Tulsa to Houston and Denver have mainly been 145s, and I think it's mainly been that in the 200, if I recall correctly. I don't think there's been many 175s to note. Maybe a couple, but nothing of note. Nothing I can recall off the top of my head. So I think it's mainly been commute air and a few SkyWest dumpsters to round it out. But pretty solid stuff. The mainline makes up for it, and hopefully we'll be to a couple daily mainlines soon. I think it's definitely possible. I just think the consistency needs to keep growing, as we'll talk about. But it's been really good the last couple of months, so I've been pleased with it. So good job right there. Taxiing over to runway 18 right for departure, right, the GA runway, as we'll see here in a minute, is this ExoJet Challenger, or Cessna Citation X. I don't know why I always call it Challenger. Kind of looks like one, but not really. This guy's currently making it out to, let's say, Las Vegas today. This guy came in earlier today from Chicago Midway. Midway is a pretty applicable GA destination. They have a lot of flights there annually, is what it seems, so pretty impressive. Many empty gates. Bravo 9 is supposed to have a gate. I should talk about this since I'm here. Sorry, I forgot to add one. But Breeze will be coming back on October 3rd. The Nashville service will return. I did talk about in the previous update how the service to Tampa is not fully gone. It's still on the website. The executive or chief operating officer, something along that lines at Tulsa International Airport, Andrew Panieri, said that this service is not gone by any means to Tampa. So they're still trying to work on that back, just like Delta for MSP as well. But Nashville will be the first to return. That will be back next month. So expect the 220 back very soon, because I want to see it here. I've been eager to see it, and I'm excited to see it come back here in about, 2 weeks? So excited for it. That'll be awesome. And then to round out today's airport update, Southwest Airlines has been doing a very applicable job at Tulsa International Airport for the terminal, of course. We still have some GA planes. Southwest Airlines' Boeing 737-800 is currently loading up with a non-stop, or 737-700 in Canyon Blue livery. Excuse me, I was looking over there on accident, looking at that because there's something over there. Nevertheless, this guy's loading up with the non-stop service today in from Dallas Love Field. This guy's continuing today over to Austin, Texas. I've been trying to look at the new data for the new routes because aviationdp.com. If you guys don't know about this website, please go check it out. It is an awesome website for determining load factors, airline profits, and all kinds of really good aviation data online. I've been trying to figure out the new data, but the website's had a couple of issues. So I'll be sure to let you guys know what the data is when I'm able to reference that on the website. But at the moment, I believe that website is currently having a few issues, but once it gets fixed, I'll be able to get the new data. But I wanted to see what the Austin stuff was looking like, and it's looking good so far. So I'm excited to see how Southwest is doing. Of course, I was going to go on that flight, but yeah, other things happened, wasn't able to. But the good news is in the future, I'll be able to do that, and hopefully soon, because I got a really good credit for it. So looking good right there, and I definitely have some travel plans in the future, so stay tuned for that. Bravo 3 houses this 737-700. This is the blended winglet heart livery. This guy's currently loaded up with a non-stop service at the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport after coming in from Houston Hobby. Like I was referencing, Phoenix doing pretty well. I think they've done really well in that service, so I can't complain with that. Houston Hobby's also doing really good. I think it's 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's something along those lines, so they've been doing really good with that. So good job, Southwest. Continue the hard work. And then our final two destinations for Southwest will be housed at Bravo 1 with the 737-700 in the King Heart livery with the blend or Skimnikar linglets. Our last two today are I lost them. Las Vegas International Airport, the Harry Reid International Airport, that is. This guy came in earlier today from the final destination of Denver. Denver's a really good service, too. Really like the Denver International Airport that route was added in 2008. And it's made a really nice 15-year run, and I'm expecting even more years to come of that service. And then we've had Las Vegas since, oh boy, I think like 97 or 98. It was a long time ago when we got that on board. So that service has been really well. Don't think it's ever really got past a daily service. I think there's been a couple years where it's been double daily, but not much more than that. So it's consistent. You'll love to see it. I was on it 10 years ago or so, about like 8 years ago, and it was really good. So you'll love to see it. Let's take it over to the GA side of the airport. Still working on this, of course, trying to get some hangars going and whatnot. So definitely expect that to come. But let's start over here and finish out with the grand finale here in a minute. So currently taxiing off at Gulf 2 right here. Or I'm forgetting what taxiway this is. This might be POP, but it's one of these. But currently taxiing off, we have this Cessna 172. This guy made a nonstop service today. And from, I'm going to mention a smaller airport in the region, so don't be alarmed if you don't know which one I'm referencing. That's going to be Bartlesville, Oklahoma. This is north of Tulsa, about a 45-minute drive or so. Then he's going to be heading back out there soon. So he's just here to kind of hang out and do some things. He's doing a full stop taxi back because why not? I would hope you don't have to do that. I did on some Piper Tomahawks. It wasn't the funnest, but we made it work. Challenger 300 is currently taxiing into the Apron here, this custom one. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Las Vegas Harry Reid Airport, also just like that Southwest we were previously referencing. This guy's going to be making the continuing service today over to the Nashville International Airport, BNA. Really enjoyed going there, and I might be going back depending on if things work out. So we'll talk about that more here in a moment for the third time, just because of one particular airline. Here's the Phenom 300 in the purple livery. Sorry that the Sharpie kind of, I don't know if it like faded or what happened, but I'm going to be looking into that because it seems like it faded a little bit. Still pretty applicable though. This does happen to real life aircraft every now and then, I'm sure. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today. We're going to call this a local Phenom today. So this guy's going to be heading up to Dallas Edison Airport, ADS. This guy's going to be coming back in here in a couple hours, so that's pretty typical for the most part. And then here's the Learjet 75 on the corner of the Apron. Probably need to get a little bit better of an angle on him. There we go. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today I will say this guy's a private owner, and this guy came in earlier from the, we'll go with the Denver Centennial Airport, and this guy's going to be making a continuing service onto the Houston Hobby Airport, another big GA facility to say the least. Last but certainly not least, to finish out today's airport updates, the Sun Country Boeing 737-800 in the current livery. Really excited to have the Tide Pod livery in here. And this is why another reason why I really wanted this portion of the map, because I did tell you guys that they do charters over here, and there was one of these that came in with the new sticker. I'm forgetting what it is off the top of my head, but this guy's currently making the nonstop service today in from, I think this guy's coming in from Jacksonville, because I believe the Jacksonville State football team from they might be an FCS or like a Division II FBS team. I'm forgetting what they are off the top of my head. Coming in to play University of Tulsa. So excited to see that. Hopefully they'll do well. I think that's on here in a little bit as I'm recording this. So good luck to you. I think they're 1-1. They beat Arkansas Central or something last week. So good for them. They lost to Wyoming week 1. So pretty good so far. Their offense has been pretty solid. So not to get into the football talk, it was really cool to get to see Sun Country bringing the 737 in here for that. I believe they were parked more like this, so I apologize about the mat scooting it back. But nevertheless, like I said, this guy's coming in from, I think it's Jacksonville where that team's located. If not, I'll try to get the applicable information. But I did have the sticker, but pretty impressive to see that team using the Sun Country 737. So that was really cool. And it was really cool to get to see it here at Atlantic's ramp. So excuse me, my goodness, very nice. And you love to see it right here for Sun Country. And just like that, that will do it for the Tulsa International Airport update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, let's talk about this. So this is my 300th airport update on this channel. 300. So out of my 800 videos, 300 of them have been airport updates. And that's crazy to think about. It all started back really in 2017 when we did a couple of one-offs, including Tulsa, Dallas particularly. But then we grew off that. We added Albuquerque, then chronologically added Dallas, Tulsa, Pensacola, Reno, and then I believe it was Orange County, and then Phoenix to round that out. And then of course Storyline and the Great Plains updates as well. And then following that, hopefully a Richmond model airport and a San Del Cabo, Mexico model airport project to come to in the future. Trying to work on those, but unfortunately just have not had any time to do it, which is so unfortunate because I really would like to get those airports going. I would really like to get the feature that because those are really cool airports. So hopeful for the best, but yeah, it's been really cool to see what's been going on, and I've been very pleased with the effort at the airport. But yeah, 300 airport updates, that's crazy. I would recommend checking out the full playlist because it is a magnitude, excuse me, let's go with that word, magnitude of airport updates dating all the way back to 2017, but particularly 2018 is really when we got started. And yeah, 300 airport updates later, we are here. So that's crazy to think about, possibly a little excessive, but I mean, I really enjoy making them, and you guys appear to enjoy watching them. I'm sure they've accumulated for a very solid portion of my channel views. So I appreciate all the support on these updates, guys. It truly means the world to me, and I very much enjoy assessing the 8 airports that we do on a regular basis, and hopefully can make that number even bigger in the future. Been really pleased with the support on these airports, and I've really enjoyed covering them. And of course, we'll have the Retro Tulsa Model Airport project that will also be encompassing more airport updates on the channel too. 400 will be here before we know it, probably in about, I don't know, we do airport 8 a month or so on average. So that would put us into like 2024, probably early or somewhere in there. So I think it's going to be really good. I hope you guys are excited for it. It's going to be a blast, and really excited for what's to come. Just kind of messing with the focus for fun. But yeah, Tulsa's doing really good. Like I was referencing earlier, they've been doing really well on passenger numbers. So good to where people are not being able to get through the TSA lines in time, which it's a pretty big TSA facility. So that's really impressive. So Tulsa's, I don't think they're going to be looking at another like 3.1 million passenger number, which is what they broke in 2019. But I think it's very possible that we are going to be seeing somewhere in the 2.5 to 3 million range, which would be awesome. This beginning of the year wasn't a slow start. I mean, it's possible we might break it. It's really possible, especially if we have a huge holiday season, which at this rate, we're probably going to. So I'm really excited for that, and I think it's going to be a bunch of fun. Again, the airport's doing really well, and I really feel like new services are coming soon, particularly San Francisco, Seattle, and San Diego. I think are the biggest 3 prospects for cities, so all 3 of those are out on the West Coast, but especially San Francisco with 73 daily passengers, I just don't see why not. And then 60 for that Seattle service. I think that literally screams Alaska Airlines parking somewhere here, and then San Diego at peak times in the summer seasonal service for, I think Allegiant come back and swing around and try that again. They were going to pre-pandemic, but unfortunately they got kind of screwed on that. So whether it's them or I really feel like Southwest could really do pretty well in it. I really do. Once they got that established and the connecting opportunities as well, I feel like they could do it. So, but especially the former two that I was talking about, particularly referencing Seattle and San Francisco, I don't see why not, especially San Francisco and Seattle would be just huge connection places. So really excited for that, and I hope you guys are as well. But yeah, the airport's doing really well. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm sure it's going to be a blast. And yeah, and also one more tidbit of news. There was a really good promotion that AT&T, my cell company, was running. So the good news is you guys are going to be seeing a new camera soon. I was able to get a absolutely outstanding deal on an iPhone 14 Pro Max, which if you guys don't know and don't pay much attention to the technology news, it has a killer 48 megapixel camera that is literally double of the 24 megapixels on that DSLR over there. So this shot right now, I don't know if it would be like crystal clear in reference to that, but it's going to be really good. So ignore the nest over there as well. I'm trying my best, but it's kind of hard on those items. So if you guys think this camera is good, I'm really excited for that. I'll probably also make the move over to 1080p 60 frames per second, possibly 4K. I did get enough capacity on it to run 4K, so haven't decided yet. It really depends on, because it's just going to be, the storage on those videos is just going to be unbelievably so much storage. But I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a blast. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be really exciting to see what's to come in the future, and I hope you guys are excited for it because it's going to be a blast. Tulsa International is looking really good. I hope you guys are excited for the new updates to come. That phone's going to be living it up. I think its ETA is mid-October, so probably circa early November, start to expect some updates on that because it's going to be fun, and I'm really excited for that phone, mainly just for you guys and the footage because it's going to be so much better, and I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys are as well. Even though this camera is very sufficient, I mean, I got the phone for like $400, and that's and now I could have got it for $100, but the storage is why it came up so much. But that is an outstanding deal for a $1,600 phone, so there was no reason not to. So really excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for that too. And all the upcoming content as well. We have a lot of applicable content to come. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have any recommendations, feedback, thoughts, or any of those items. And just in general, Tulsa's looking really good. Again, really excited to get back over to the parking garage, do some spotting, and Aviation Day, like I said, was so much fun. I'm hoping to do some more applicable trips here in the near future. What I was referencing with the Nashville city there was I would really like to fly to Breeze 220. I got a really good deal on the first class cabin if I do choose to utilize that option in the early 2023 sector. So if I do get a chance to go on that, I most certainly will, but the price was really good. So always have that option available along with others as well. Still got a Delta voucher, American vouchers, and different ones to utilize. So definitely excited to finally get on those when I get a chance. But the college semester so far hasn't been too bad, but I wouldn't be surprised if it picks up. But time's going so fast. It's almost October. I'm kind of at a loss for words on what to say. 300 airport updates later and 800 videos, and we're still finding ways to upload daily. That's crazy, but I hope you guys are excited for it. It's going to be so much fun for what's to come, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. So with all that being said, that will do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.